Harmony of Dissonance makes use of a 2D side-scrolling style of gameplay, similar to many of the previous Castlevania video games. The objective of the game is to lead the player character, Just Belmont, through the monster-filled castle as he searches for his kidnapped friend. The castle consists of 2 layers, Castle A and B. Structurally, each castle has mostly the same room layout, but monster types, items, and other aspects vary between the 2 versions. Later, the player can use special warp rooms that can teleport just to other castle rooms and between castles. The 2 castles share a connection. For example, the destruction of a wall in one castle can cause a change in the other. The game further divides the castle into various named areas, the Shrine of the Apostates, for example. Relics and keys found within the castle allow just to reach previously inaccessible areas. Harmony of Dissonance makes use of the forward dash move, which causes Just to move forward with a short burst of speed. Unique to Harmony of Dissonance is the ability to collect furniture and collectibles to furnish a bare room that Just finds in the castle. Just primarily attacks at close quarters using the series' traditional whip weapon, the Vampire Killer. It can be brandished to deflect projectile attacks, reminiscent of Simon Belmont's usage of the weapon in Super Castlevania Round 4. A variety of ranged sub-weapons, holy water, a dagger, a holy book, a cross, a gem, an axe, and a thunder gauntlet are available, one of which can be carried at any given time and combined with one of the 5 spell books: Fire Book, Ice Book, Bolt Book, Wind Book, and the Summoning Tome, hidden throughout the castle to create a magical attack. Casting a spell renders the player character invincible for a moment. Harmony of Dissonance makes use of role-playing elements. Defeating minor enemies and bosses procure experience points for Just, who levels up when statistical requirements are met. Leveling up increases his statistics, hit points, the amount of damage the character receives before dying, magic points, which affects how often he can cast a magical attack, strength, the power of the physical attack, defense, the reduction of damage taken from an enemy, intelligence, the strength of the magical attack, and luck, which determines the rate of items dropped by enemies. Certain relics affect his statistics. The Fang of Lad increases his defense points, for example. Equipment in the form of weapon modifications, armor, and accessories can be found scattered about the castle and contribute to his statistics. Occasionally, an enemy drops an item after being killed. Items can be bought with in-game money from a merchant who appears in various places throughout the castle. At the time of its release, Harmony of Dissonance received positive reviews from English-language critics. GameSpot commended it as not just a fine Castlevania game, it's also one of the better Game Boy Advance games to come around in a while. GameSpy stated, despite its unevenness, Castlevania. Harmony of Dissonance is a quality adventure that represents the best attempt yet made at miniaturizing the brilliance of Symphony of the Night. While worrying about the loss of originality of the franchise, and noting that Harmony of Dissonance almost obsessively copies Symphony of the Night, GamePro called it a fun action game and a fine Castlevania game in its own right.